go for the summer. When I'm like, boy, I got your body on my mind. You make my heart beat faster. I'll be a sweet disaster. Deep in my bone, I want your love, love, love. Take off your clothes, clothes, clothes. I want your love, love, love. You drink my rose, rose, rose. I want your love.
Hello Capricorn, this is Inspired 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of June 2018, focusing on your career and work life. So I hope that you have a good month so far for the month of May, and let's see what is in store for you for next month. So the first card for you representing the present positions, or towards the beginning of the month of June, you have the Eight of Hearts. So this card indicates that in the beginning of the month, it looks like that you finally be able to move forward with your career life, and it looks like that you possibly moving towards new positions or a new role that you applied in the past, and it looks like that you are happy with the whole situations that you have, and it looks like that you possibly will start by midst of this June 2018. But you see the sign because you already decided. Possibly you get a news about the situations or the offer, or possibly even the final interview kind of things, and you finally be able to move forward with your career. Other than that, it could also be indicating that if you have been working in the same positions or in the same job for quite a long time, you possibly decided in the beginning, early on in the beginning of June 2018, that you want to leave your current positions because possibly you get another job offer somewhere, and that's something that you are going to do in the beginning of June. The second card you have representing the influence card towards the middle of the month, you have the Queen of Diamonds. So this Queen of Diamond can representing you as a earth sign female. Other than that, it could also be another earth sign female, possibly in her early 40s or in her mid 30s, kind of things. And it looks like that this queen will be significant for you for the month of June, possibly starting from the middle of the month. And it looks like that if it is you, then you might be having a very prominent role in the organizations of your company, and that's something that you may have like power, much more power than the other people, like authorities and things like that. Other than that, it could also be another earth sign female that are significant. Can be also HR manager, could also be your hiring managers or your supervisor kind of things that has power over you as well. So the next card that you have representing the past positions of your spread, you have the Five of Clubs. So in the past there was some kind of arguments or kind of disagreement with the people around you in your workplace, possibly because of the changes that you are planning to make, and then something that you aware of, you know, like if you are still bound on the work contracts or current work contract that you have, that can be quite annoying as well. It can also be quite hard to do as well. Let's say for instance, if you already get a job offer somewhere and you may have to like break the contracts that you have with your current employment or your current employer, then it makes something difficult because you may have to talk to your managers and then ask for their permissions to let you go and things like that. And it's something that is bonding between you and the company that you are working right now, then can be quite challenging situations. So try to be gentle with the whole situation and not to rush into things, and possibly you may be able to find the solution of your problems these days. So the next card that you have representing the things that you learned from the past, you have the Nine of Diamonds. So this Nine of Diamonds indicates that you were like working towards your goal, and possibly because of that you have a very like strong determinations on your like something that you really want to do in your life. Like you already have a clear goal in your mind what you want to do in life, and that's something that you have learned yourself from the hardships that you have encountered in the past, and that's something that you are sure about, that you really want to achieve that goal no matter what. So that's something that is so-called determination on something, and that's something that is very important. That means that you are feeling strong as well, because this card means singularities, like something that are really independent, something that makes you independent and are strongly believe in yourself. So the next one that you are representing the things that you need to let go from the past, you have the Nine of Spade. So this card actually the opposite of that card, because it's the same nine, right? If you see this, the difference between those two are something that you need to let go of, actually something that are your shadow side in some way. It's like somebody, let's say for instance, wants to go towards let's say defeating their enemy, but actually inside, deep down in your mind or in yourself, in your heart, you're actually afraid of those things. So there are something that you have to face it head on. Like if you are afraid of heights, then you have to go for, let's say, mountain climbing or things like that. That makes you feeling like you have to face this fear head on. And based on that, you won't be able to, have an excuse about that you cannot do this, you cannot do that, because you already faced those fears and you don't have those problems anymore. So the next card that you have representing the future card towards the end of the month, you have the Seven of Diamonds. So this Seven of Diamonds indicates actually you may have to wait a little bit more by the end of the month. It looks like the project you are working on or working towards, it's possibly takes longer time than you might have expected. So there's something that you are feeling about, that you want to rush into things, like you want to do this fast, you have to do this, want to accomplish this. You may have a lot of to-do lists in your mind that you have to do or accomplish a lot of different things, but somehow you should also prioritize the things that is very important to you and to the company that you are working for. And based on that, you won't be like discouraged when there are some problems comes up, because you already prioritize which one that is the most important one. And by achieving the most important part, then you already achieved most of your goal already. So try to be patient, because it's the Seven of Diamonds has to possibly related to the patience. Like you have to be patient on achieving your goal, because the road that you are going for, it's not easy. So there will be a lot of delays coming also towards you in achieving your goal. So lastly, the clarifying card at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Hearts. So this Five of Hearts actually indicates that there will be some kind of disappointment. So as I said before, when you do have expectations, then there is a disappointment. So try to minimize any expectation that you have. Try to do your best with your best effort, with your best intentions, but don't put any expectations, so that you won't be discouraged, or you might not achieve all of your goals in some way. So try not to be putting a lot of expectations on yourself and also on others, so that you don't feel discouraged or you don't feel demotivated when some of your goal may not be achieved. So the Five of Hearts here indicates that some of the things that you have in mind, possibly your goal or your ideas, may not come true, and that's something that you have possibly understood in the beginning, but somehow, you know, like all the human beings always have expectations towards other people. So try not to put too much on that, so that you don't feel disappointed a lot from the whole situations that you will face in the month of June. So I hope that this reading is helpful for you, and if you like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed already, just click subscribe, and see you next month. Thank you.